Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pachaline Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paskatya Deshataline Shri Prabhupada ki Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Shri Prabhupada in New Mayapur ki Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai 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 Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
So Chaitanya Charitamrita verse 101 should be on the board.
103 is on the
Oh,
board.
1 is on the board. Okay. 103. All right, so we can chant 103.
Yeah, so you can.
Huh?
But the verse is from 2:1-3
So,
Yes.
on the table. So
Yeah, this is the verse to recite, but you can just
Yes.
you can read the
I'll read after the
yes.
Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta
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 Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta
Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta
Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta
Jiva Shakti
Tatastakya Nayarahanta Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta
Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta
Mataji's. Mataji. 1, 2, 3, go.
Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Nayarahanta Mukyatina Shakti Tara Vivedananta.
Very nice, thank you. Jiva Shakti,
Jiva Shakti,
the energy of the living entity.
the energy of the living entity.
Tatasta Akya, known as marginal.
Known as marginal.
Nahi,
Nahi,
there is not.
there is not.
Yara, of which Anta, and Mukhya, principle. Tina, three. Shakti, energies. Tara, of them. Vibheda, varieties. Ananta, unlimited. I read the previous verses. Chik Shakti, Swarup Shakti, Antaranganam, Tahara Vibhavananta, Vikunta Vidam. The Chik Shakti. The Chik Shakti, which is also called Swarup Shakti or Antaranga Shakti, displays many varied manifestations. It sustains the kingdom of God and its paraphernalia. Maya Shakti Bahiranga Jagatkaran Tahara Vibhavananta Brahmanderagan. The external energy, called Maya Shakti, is the cause of innumerable universes with varied material potencies. And today, Jiva Shakti Tatastakya Naiyaranta Mukhya Tina Shakti Tara Vivedananta. The marginal potency, which is between these two, consists of the numberless living beings. These are the three principal energies which have unlimited categories and subdivisions. Purport by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, the internal potency of the Lord, which is called Chit Shakti or Antaranga Shakti, exhibits variegatedness in the transcendental Vaikuntha cosmos. Besides ourselves, there are unlimited numbers of liberated living beings who associate with the personality of Godhead in his innumerable features. The material cosmos displays the external energy, in which the conditioned living beings are provided all liberty to go back to the personality of Godhead after leaving the material tabernacle. The Shvetashvatar Upanishad 6.8 informs us, Natasya karyam karanam chalidyate, natat samash chabadikas chalishyate, parasya shakti vivide yashuyate, svabhavikigyan bala kriyacha. Translation: the Supreme Lord is one without a second. He has nothing to do personally, nor does he have material senses. No one is equal to him, nor greater than him. He has unlimited, variegated potencies of different names, which exist within him as autonomous attributes and provide him full knowledge, power, and pastimes. Hare Krishna. Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai. Okay. I read with determination. Now I have to speak. After Prabhupada, following Srila Prabhupada, yes, we have to hear, then follow, and then we can try to speak. Okay, so I'll try to. Yes, here it is spoken about, it could be something technical or theological, the energies and different energies of God and how does it works, everything like that. It's like the science of Godhead, science of God, science of spiritual. Well, it is beyond the complexity of this knowledge. It is very important because actually it is to demonstrate that God is real, especially Krishna. Krishna is real. So this is important to study and realize the reality of God, the reality of Krishna. Because not everybody accepts the reality of God. And amongst those who accept the reality of God, not everybody accepts the reality of Krishna. But the devotees of Krishna, they accept and they live with this reality through devotional service. They live with Krishna. Prabhupada was sometimes saying, a pure devotee is fully engrossed in Krishna. 24 hours, 100%. Everything he sees as Krishna's mercy, the cause of all causes, and he sees Krishna everywhere. So not everybody accepts that God is a reality. And here he speaks about the potencies of God. So this is interesting because for materially conditioned spirit soul, there's no way to, of course, speak about seeing God. But we do see God through His energies, even in our conditioned life. Rasoham Mapsokanteya. I asked this question here to Prabhupada. I wanted to hear about Prabhupada in my airport. I asked this question: how can we see Him? How can we see God? And he said, well, first he said, you go to the temple, and every day you will see the deities. They are pretty big. You don't see them. So disappeared. And I still remember it now, every day, yes. See the deities. Yeah, it is real. And then he added Rasoham Apsakanteya Pavashmi Shashi Suryayo. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he says that I am the taste of water, the light of the sun. So whenever we see these energies, it's a common word today amongst seekers of the spirituality, energies. But for the devotee, energies are link, direct link to the personality of God. Tasting water, and the devotee, he doesn't first of all analyzes H2O, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, and then I know what is water. I can make water. No, immediately the devotee is always is a servant, is aspiring to be a loving servant. And in order to love God, well, of course, we have to know Him. The more we know Him, more we understand Him. Everything. We understand His personality, we understand His creation, our condition. Oh, now I understand. He is our well-wisher. He is our friend within our heart, very close to us. And we can live in the association of the Lord as an aspiring, loving servant. And yes, so to know Krishna, to know God, means to stop being envious of Him, or being doubtful, or being rebel. When we understand God through Himself, through Bhagavad Gita, oh yes, then I can accept my condition. I am a servant of God. Wow, I'm not alone. I don't have to endeavor by myself to be complete. I can serve Him will receive His mercy, and everything will be complete. That's really nice. So through the energies of God, yes, we can perceive Him. You know, the best example is like the light. Now in this room we don't see the sun, but we see sunlight. Therefore, we can easily understand. Yes, there is a source. The source is same nature as the light, but it is so much more powerful. Yes, there is this story of Plato, the philosopher. People are in a cave, facing the back of the cave, and there is a light outside, and they see some shadows on the back of the cave because of the light. And for them, that's only reality. But if they're invited to turn towards the entrance, towards the light, they understand that it is not only this energy, shadow energy on the back of the cave, there is a full reality, and then they can see themselves really, not as just moving shadows. So the same way, if we endeavor a little to see God through His energies, then we can see better ourselves, we can see better the world, we can see better the temporary pleasure and pains, and we can see the goal, which is to become a practical servant of God in His association. Wow, phew. I start on the philosophical aspects, it's not so easy. Yeah, it's not, this philosophy of Achintya Vedavadata is not, well, it's simple for the simple and difficult for those who are, you know, but if we have to learn it, sometimes it's difficult. And yes, not everybody goes through energies, material energies. Then the Tatastha Shaktis, living entities. Yes, it is said that we, as devotees, we offer our obeisances to the devotees, to everybody actually, all living entities. And it is because we know that life comes from life. Life comes from life, and therefore we have understood easily that the life force is within the body, but this life force is not just complete or autonomous, it is part of the supreme original life, and the Paramatma is with us, since we are covered and we want to be separated. Our dear friend, the Supreme Lord, is with us in our heart. I remember somebody did that one time. He said, okay, the Paramatma is in our heart, okay, and according to scriptures, our source of knowledge is that much high, like that, Lord, Vishnu for eyes. And now you close your eyes, you put your hand on your heart, and he's there, not far. Anyway, the devotee who did that did it very nicely, and we all felt, oh, here is, Krishna. Because, the Paramatma becomes Krishna when the devotee adopts the right attitude of desire to serve him more personally. How can I serve you? How can I relate with you as a servant? Then Krishna appears, manifests himself. So yes, Paramatma and Bhagavan, Sadeshvara Purna Bhagavan. That's God. He has many potencies by himself. He has his external and marginal potency, but God is also full of. He's not impersonal. It's not just a big light, a concept philosophical of a jnani. No, he is a person, and a person means, senses, Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sivanam, Bhakti, Uchyate, A devotee means, he offers whatever he can to the personality of Godhead, and thus the relationship is established like that immediately. It just requires some beginning of love, which is faith. Yasya deve parabhakti, tadeve taguro. Faith, if you have total full faith, it's natural from the soul to have full faith in his relationship with God. So once we have full faith, yasya deve parabhakti, yata deve taguro, tasyete katitayarta prakashante mahatmana. Then we become mahatmana. We become Mahatma because we are linked with Krishna. Shows this beginning of love, full faith, and life becomes really something, great adventure. Wow, we're going home back to Godhead. Yeah, we're going home back to Krishna. We have the reality of bhakti with us. We have the process given to us. We have the guide to accompany us. We have the devotees to associate and encourage us. So now our life is very, even if we start late, some start late, like 80 years old, somebody here, he started at 80 years old, something like that. And, time is nothing material time is nothing for devotion. So Krishna, he can immediately, yes. Some wrong people, some bad people, they don't accept that God or Krishna is real. They say it is fictitious stories. Krishna stories, it's just stories, fictitious. No, Krishna is real. His name is Lila, his pastimes. They are real. Those persons who are called impersonalists, Mayavadis, they say actually that the only reality is some spiritual substance, consciousness, eternal, like that. But everything else is false. The material world and God. It's all false. Because why? Philosophically speaking. Why? Because the absolute cannot change. By nature, by definition. It's all absolute. You cannot transform it, then it doesn't work. You cannot cut it in pieces or like that. No. So their philosophy is Vivartavad. Anyway, so, yeah, they say, so if you see any difference from God, this is false. This is illusion, Maya. So like this material world doesn't exist, because matter is not absolute, it's temporary, it's not conscious. So it's different from the absolute conscious reality. So matter, false. And God, a person? No, same thing. He cannot have form, senses, like that, name, pastimes, because, that's varieties. No variety in oneness. So they reject that, and they are wrong. It's a lack of intelligence, spiritual intelligence. Sometimes they are very materially intelligent, yes. But it is a lack of spiritual intelligence, a lack of devotion, beginning of devotion, faith that we are servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this is our blissful condition. And it is complete. And how is Krishna real? How a small boy playing flute? How is he the absolute truth? Well, this is the answer in these verses. Parasya Shakti Vide Ashuyate, Svabhaviki Gyana, Vakliyacha. He has potencies. So this is the Vaishnava philosophy of Parinamba. He has emanations from him. Om Purna Mada Purna. You heard this verse from Shish Upanishad. So the absolute complete one. He has many energies manifesting from him, but he is not transformed. 1 plus 1 equal 1, 1 less 1 equal 1. He is still one complete Purnam, Krishna. But yes, we can see a lot of varieties, material energy, very different from God. Tatastha Shakti, us, we are very different from God. And varieties in the spiritual world, oneness is full of varieties. So yes, this is explanation. We have to understand God with energies. And it is him, everything, like the sun and sunlight, that's the sun, cannot separate. But still, it's different, sun and sunlight. So God, Krishna, he is Janmadhyasya, he is original, he is absolute, original reality, complete, one. And he has energies. Therefore, there is variety in the material world. There is unlimited living entities as us, and there is a personal reality in the transcendental world. So this is what is interesting for us, that Krishna's name is real. Krishna Lila are real. This is a manifestation of all his different energies. More precisely, his Chit Shakti, his Antaranga, his personal energy in the spiritual world. Therefore, we can fully, confidently give ourselves, give our life to serving Krishna with devotion, and like that we are connected with a reality. It's not a dream, it's not fictitious stories, it is the actual real story. Everything else is real, but lower level, material level, temporary. Our level of reality, yes, but disconnected from Krishna, then we lose our real nature, eternally conscious, happy, like that. But when we relate the energies with their source, then everything becomes simple and ecstatic. Whew. I try to do it. Hare Krishna. So nice to hear scriptures, the only source of transcendental knowledge, sacred scriptures, to hear acharyas giving us Krishna as real. The mantra, the name of Krishna is reality, his pastimes. Lord Chaitanya, our service of Sankirtan, chanting Hare Krishna and giving Hare Krishna, this is real. It is not imagination. It is real. And it is real for those who have devotion, and those who have devotion, they are real people. Those who have no devotion, they lack the main part of their existence. Okay, I'll try to add something more. Okay, any question? Good. Oh. They have to answer.
Thank you for that, Prabhu. So you mentioned, you said, if we endeavor to see Krishna, then we can see ourselves. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, please? How we see ourselves?
We can see ourselves. Let's say, okay, I see in a mirror, I see, and we see only our body. Okay, we are spiritual people, we are devotees, we know we are actually inside the body as a spirit soul, and we can perceive ourselves. We can perceive, that's not so difficult. More, this living energy which I am conscious of, which is me, is animating this body. Okay, changing body, but me. So we can perceive ourselves, and okay, but this is the beginning. We don't perceive ourselves completely. Therefore, we don't see ourselves completely. We see perceive through the body. Because if we want to see completely, we have to be ourselves fully into devotional service. This is the only way to clean this contamination, this covering of matter, and in this way, gradually, the soul, who is covered by material vision like that, but still start to perceive himself. But the soul, with his service to Krishna, Krishna is taking away, Chetodapanamarjanam, is taking away all this covering. And the devotees start to see Krishna in everything, not only himself in his body, but he starts to see Krishna in everything, the cause of all causes, the Paramatma, like that. And seeing Krishna in everything, then we see better ourselves and others, as we were saying, the Paramatma. There is soul, spirit soul in each body, that therefore, because we are servant of God, of Krishna, the Supreme Soul is just near, cannot be soul alone. Then we see, we chant Hare Krishna, and we can, Krishna is there, God is there with the soul, Krishna with his devotee. Knowing devotee or not practicing like that. But we see Krishna as a devotee. And the more we serve Krishna, the more we will see the soul of mine and others like that. The more we become. Just like Krishna, the more we serve his name, because this is the form, the person of Krishna, the aspect of the person which is given to us preferentially. Name, sound vibration, yes. The more we serve the name, not that we chant for our pleasure. There is some pleasure, of course, but it's not bad to take pleasure. But we have to learn how to chant for the pleasure of the name, for the pleasure of Krishna. And that's it. So the more we chant the name of Krishna for his pleasure, then the more Krishna, the name of Krishna reveal himself. This is Krishna, with senses, with sensibility, with he's happy to see me, but all the devotees together chanting his name. Yeah. So the more like that, and the more they live, just like when I got one. When Prabhupada was here in New Mayapur, so when he was, I said that a few times, but when Prabhupada was chanting or saying Krishna, he made the name of Krishna a real person. He made him a reality, not only a sound vibration, but he made Krishna, he made the sound of Krishna coming from his heart, full of, complete devotion, complete love. He was in love with Krishna, Srila Prabhupada. And therefore Krishna manifested himself completely with him, with Prabhupada. And when he expressed the name Krishna, then for us, very, neophyte and, doubtful or whatever, Krishna was much more a reality, the sound. And it will be like that. The sound, and after he has the personality, the qualities of Krishna, guna, it becomes more understandable. God is not some unjust power. No, we understand more his quality. Actually, he's very neutral. He's giving everybody his freedom to act, to enjoy the world, and he's not completely neutral. He's also giving good advice to go back to him. So, we understand his qualities. Actually, God is a very kind friend. Suridam Satana. He's a very, very kind friend. Oh, Krishna. And each of us, we have this most perfect friend accessible within our heart. This is wonderful. And even more than that, when we really want to connect with our friend in our heart, he manifests himself as a spiritual master, from Chaitya Guru to spiritual master. Anyway, then after we appreciate God as a dearmost friend, and then his quality, and then his form. More and more Krishna's form becomes. We remember. Yeah. Oh, what is the color of his body? Okay, yellow, pitavas. And how do we distinguish him from other divinities like that? Oh, he has peacock feathers, plain flute, Venu, Vedanta, Malavinda, and Govinda, Madhiputama, and Bhajami. Yeah, because I bhajam, because I share my life with God. I don't keep it for me. I offer something to him, and then more and more, and then completely. Then Govinda becomes not here. Govinda becomes more and more clear. Eh? We remember chanting the name of Krishna. We will remember more his kindness, kind friendship. We will more remember his form, not only his form, but Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna, and Vrindavan. Radho Bhagavan Rajestanaya Tattama Vrindavanam. It's not different, Krishna, Vrindavan. When we will become more and more realized, we will not be able to chant Hare Krishna without remembering, seeing Vrindavan, his pastimes, his entourage, his paraphernalia, everything like that. So this is a reality which is explained very deeply, philosophically by Acharyas, by Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Charitamrita, book of Bhagavatam. Yes, this reality of Krishna through devotion, Bhaktyama Madhyanati. This is wonderful. And then by seeing Krishna, we can see, ourselves and everything. And if we see ourselves without Krishna, what do we see? Very okay. I am a spirit soul, but then what to do? What do you want to do now? You have realized you are not the body, but you don't know. You have to see Krishna. You have to connect in service with God, and then yourself become fully, gradually manifested. Yes. So, Vastu becomes practical, real. In different relationships. Okay? Any question? Oh yes. So 5th of August 1976, Srila Prabhupada is in New Mayapur. The professor of religious science in Paris, Professor Chenik, Yogeshwar presents him as a Christian Advaitist. And before the professor comes, it's interesting for the French people, mainly because the translation of Godhead, yes. So Yogeshwar Prabhu, he said, on the front of Back to Godhead magazine, in the English edition and other language editions, they have kept the phrase Godhead is light, darkness is nations. Where is Godhead, there is no nations. Now in French, it is difficult to translate that. There is no word Godhead. And if you said God is light, in French it sounds very impersonalist. Dieu est lumière. Many groups say like that. Therefore, we use Godhead to distinguishes us from as a group. So, Srila Prabhupada, how do you want to keep this word in your magazine? Prabhupada, there is little difference between God and Godhead. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Ishvara, more or less everyone is Ishvara. But Ishvara Parama, that is Godhead. Mayavadis don't distinguish between one Ishvara and another. There is a Parama, Ishvara. So, maybe Yogeshwar said we could say that God the Supreme Person, for Godhead. God the Supreme Person is light. Prabhupada agreed. Yes, God means Supreme Person. So this is how it appeared in our French books now. Supreme Personality of Godhead is translated Dieu, la personne suprême. God, the Supreme Person. So it's... Without going to too much philosophy, Prabhupada, yes, he said, Prabhupada, find out in the dictionary what is Godhead. And Yogeshwar read a vague definition. Godhead means being God or a God, divine nature, deity, the Godhead, God. Prabhupada, they don't know what is God, what is Godhead. They think all these are fictitious. The whole world do not know what is God. Simply they know the word, but that's all. What it means, they don't know. And what that we are giving. Here is God, Godhead. They think it's an idea, that's all. But actually, there is God. There is kingdom of God. One can go, speak with Him, dance with Him. They cannot believe. It is beyond their profound knowledge. This is the first time this Krishna consciousness movement we are giving these ideas. Otherwise, who knows it? Nobody. Then the Professor Shenik enters the room with his little daughter. Because he was a Sanskrit scholar, he started to say that your book should not, the book should be better translated by a Sanskrit scholar, he said, in French. Those who translate, that. Prabhupada just dismissed it, did not want to argue with him because he was like coming. And he was his little daughter, so So he just dismissed the point. He said, "No, it's okay. We have devotees here, so they are translating. And he translated the books." Ayadi, okay. Any question? Yeah, I was fortunate to translate, to be part of the team to translate Prabhupada books into French. I was really, yeah, it's really incredible. Yeah, I'm still doing it actually. I'm in 11th canto with a French devotee, Lila. She's doing it. Correct. So yes, translating Prabhupada books that came. Just like when you read, because of course everybody is reading Prabhupada books. He said, "You must read my books." When we read, we just don't read because it's time to read, or no, we want to study. Yeah. And when you translate, you really have to study what you read, because you will have to translate it in another language, and you have to give what Prabhupada said, So you have to better study, understand, clearly. So it requires, deep study on the basis of serious, sincere devotion, like that. So reading is the same. If we want to take advantage of Prabhupada books, really, we have to have good attitude, some sadhana, some serious practice, and then some prayer. Oh, I open, the books, just like the curtains are opening. We are serious. We don't just move around and okay. No, we are waiting. The curtains will open. The books will open. Krishna will appear. We offer obeisances to Srimad Bhagavatam, and then we receive Krishna and his pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada. And this is a matter of deep study with previous devotional preparation, and then praying to really understand what Prabhupada and Krishna they want to tell me for my understanding and for my practical life. So, yes, so it was really nice to translate the books. That's where I had my first mud house. Somewhere other, I like, little. When I was 3 years old, I got my certificate from school already.
Oh.
It was 3 years old. 3, not 2, 3 years old. They wrote, good child, enthusiastic, likes likes to play with buildings. It's like this, 3 years old. So, after I went to holidays when I was a child, and we would build a little house, and put some Red Indians thing, and a fake pipe, calumet de la paix, a picture like that. I'm like this, And then I joined the Hare Krishna, and I'm going to build another little hut. One was just near the new Ganga's Goshala at the end of the path. Little hut over there with straw and everything. It was nice. And then on this road going from guest house to the end of this place, on each side there were huts, full, many, maybe 10 on each side. Then I got one for translating, and then after, many different things here, houses. Now I got this little place in Little India, a bigger one. You remember yesterday you came to see the Eco House, Giriraj, Govardhan. So, combination of devotional service, to Krishna and simple living is very nice. It's a luxury. Not everybody can afford simple life, nature like that. But maybe at least when you become a Vanaprastha, when you are retired, after, before you had your big, BMW and, three phones and 5 bank card and everything, one wife only. And then, you went through it fully, offering everything to Krishna as much as possible we can, and it works. It's really nice. Devotee life is really nice because it works. If you put Krishna in your life, according to how Prabhupada told us to do, it works. We had a good discussion. Chaitanya Vijay, Narottam Vijay, Prabhu, yes. How to put Krishna in, you are young, you are just starting life, and you are very intelligent because before jumping into it, you come to New Mayapur. Let's feel a little what is, who am I, what is, how can I make it into the Hare Krishna, like that, And then by praying to deities, and studying Prabhupada books, associating with devotees, it's going to be success. Sure, success in life is guaranteed. Yeah. The beginning is a little strange, doubtful, we don't know, maybe try this or that. But if we stick to this process, stick to the reality of Krishna, Hare Krishna, then Krishna is just so much willing to help us and to make it for all our things we are missing, so that we can progress. So yes, and simple life. Yeah, when you will live fully your life, all your intellectual and talented, whatever it is, potential, financial, and everything, you will use it fully. No false renunciation, but offering to Krishna, offering always to Krishna. And then when you become retired, wow, I don't want to tell you how it is. Just see the smile on Agnidev Prabhu. He's Vanaprastha also. 100% engaged. When he speaks, wow, the weight of his words, you remember, you hear him again after. I am aspiring. I'm practicing Vanaprastha, I'm full, but the realization, it's ongoing. That's why I'm speaking like that. It's such a nice life. When I got married, that's what I was told. The success of your marriage, that will be judged at the end, when you retire. Yeah, so nice to be successful in life. So difficult today. When you start, you don't know. You are afraid, you are in anxiety. How am I going to make it? My family life, my work, my friends, my house, my feelings, my emotions. It's not easy, no clear how it's going to be. But with Krishna, the reality of Krishna consciousness, of Krishna as the path of Bhakti Yoga, Prabhupada, that will make your life successful. Better and better. I can only say, as many of my god brothers like that, life in Krishna consciousness is more and more natural, more and more happy, more and more with conviction, and more enthusiastic. The more you go toward death, the more you are enthusiastic. Susukam Kartumavyaya. Yes, I know. At least I know so many devotees who passed away, leave their body, and they were not going that. No, fully so heroes. Yes, I'm gonna leave my body. I have this disease, this and that. Oh, please, my friend, come. Yes, let's chant together, like that. Heroes, incredible. They go facing death. Yes, and we all know some examples. Oh, so inspiring. Life is not just illusory start. Yes, I'm young, I can control life, this and that and others. And then, when you are in reality, it's not so easy, but still I can make it. And then we try and try again, showing the truth. And okay, you got tired, retired, and just take care of your disease. You have your little box full of medicines, and you just you are no more, the big one or the beautiful one. Finished. No project. No project. Just looking at news every day, 10 times a day. and think, bad life, bad society, and bad body, and bad, let me die, finish everything. No, facing life from the beginning to the end. This is really nice. But we have to be convinced, because it's time to stop, we have to be convinced that Krishna's name, form, pastimes, they are the reality, the original, eternal reality, and through chanting Hare Krishna, reading Prabhupada books of Krishna's pastime, Krishna's quality, we're going to enter more and more into this reality. And of course that will help our life, our passage in this world, and that will guarantee our passage to the other world. If you understand that I am real, Krishna is said, I am divine, Janma Karma Chame Divyam, even when I come to this world, I am not like this, Muda, Avajantima Muda, Namam Dushkritino Muda. They don't know me. They think that when I come, when Krishna came, he came here, God, as Krishna. He came here in India 5,000 years ago. He came with his form as Krishna. He was dancing in Vrindavan, India. Yes. And he came, and those envious of God, they said, no. It's just a light who took a material form, and he's going to lose it after. Krishna is not real. This is very bad. Maya Vervi, Bashya, Shunye, Salvanash. We should not even hear about that. We should hear the pure devotee speaking about Krishna. Wow, this will make us convinced and happy. And we should be not hearing about this incomplete intelligence, false intelligence. Yeah. Yes. And, it works. Prabhupada movement, Prabhupada philosophy, Prabhupada movement, it works. So, just be patient, convinced, enthusiastic, and come back to New Mayapur. Anyone wants to help me to finish? Nobody else. I'm alone. No. Thank you to be here. I live by you. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Krishna.
Gopaswami ki
Jai. All Bhaktivinoda. Prabhu.
But I don't know what you're going to talk about.
Just like other people, some TV or radio show, devotees that prepare the Krishna before, interviewer say, okay, now there are some people through radio, I have a phone call here, somebody. Yes. Mr. Robert, I don't know what is absolute truth.
It was a very good answer. Because, sometimes we have to go to the basic, to the fundamental, and we forget all these things about seeing us, about Krishna is real, about Krishna is a friend, he wants to help us, he wants us to go back. All these things, in our day-to-day life we forget. When I'm preaching, I say these things to people. If you can focus on the simple things, people leave because they become overwhelmed. I go to chant 16 times, I go to listen to the every day. I don't have time for it. So I just say keep it simple.
yourself.
Especially when they're young like this. You have to work for life.
Yeah.
Step baby steps.
This is preaching 2 days. Prabhupada was there, he preached the whole community to start. Now we have so many nice young people, locally or volunteers. No, not just
Preaching to keep up with the time.
Yes,
What Prabhupada
They told us that now you have to preach Manashara, you have to preach radical. Now that Bhakti Krishna is established clearly, Sri Krishna, Manaka, now we have to bring everybody.
It's coming along.
Yeah, it's very interesting, you know, oh, we've done Shantara Krishna, okay, next time. No.
On vient d'un côté un peu moins de certaines autorités.
Sorry. I really enjoyed it.
Ouais, en France, parce que
It's so nice, it's so wonderful.
le public est pas très
Yes.
confortable.
You can taste it, you can taste Krishna. Without tasting,
Tastes everything.
De manière générale,
I start to read the book. His boss, what is
He said he never finished. He said he only got to high school. By just popularity involved yeah. Yes.
subject is new, you know.
Right.
It's really, wow, oh really?
Yeah.
What he said about this and about
Yeah, it's really wonderful. And it gets better and better as you read. He shares some nice information about Prabhupada.
Yeah.
Prabhupada's father was connected.
Oh yeah, with
One of Nityananda Prabhu's intimate associates. He said that Nityananda Prabhu bought 12 houses for his relationship. Yeah.
Oh my
My friend, yeah. It's really right. Yeah, but when you read it, you will see it's deeper into it. Prabhupada, as a boy, his father used to take him to that temple. There's a temple in this place called Sattagram. And one of the Udaranda Thakur. So Prabhupada was from as a little boy, his father was his family has connection with cowboy boys. It's really, really wonderful.
Up to now, I remain like, okay, it's not, may not be, since Prabhupada did not reveal openly, I feel okay, so it may not be necessary to know, and there is also different possibilities. Okay.
He gave hints though.
He gave hints.
Strong hints.
And this book, I am at all, why is writing about that, before I remain open, okay, it may be different, so we don't know, probably not say this. Alright, giving strong books.
Yes. He went deeper.
If I go to the States, maybe I will secretly.
Yes, secretly. No, it's wonderful. I've association.
Yeah. I mean, you say definitely yes, but if for some good reason, you are just or you may you can get some little so it's interesting, very interesting. Yeah. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
On a fait des affiches partout.
Ah, je crois que j'ai vu, ouais. J'ai vu les affiches vertes.
Oui, toute la région, on a écrémé. On est passé aussi.
Il va faire beau. Il va faire beau.
Oui, il va faire beau, c'est une bonne nouvelle.
Ah, demain, il va faire beau.
Apparemment, ça c'est éclairci. Tu as vu la tente?
Ah, j'ai pas eu.
Russe comme ça, elle est pas mal.
Ouais.
Ah, ouais. Visuellement, elle est bien, elle est jolie. Et puis ça, c'est le carré, donc non, elle est pleine, il y a beaucoup d'espace. J'espère qu'elle va tenir.
Mais parce que ça vient de Chine, c'est des Chinois.
Oui.
Ça vient de Chine, alors. Les Chinoiseries.
Ah, ça va.
Et Govinda, il va s'installer aujourd'hui. Le restaurant.
Oui.
Il s'installe aujourd'hui.
C'est l'essai aujourd'hui.
C'est l'essai.
C'est demain, c'est pas.
C'est vraiment. Il commence aujourd'hui pour tester tout. Ils sont inquiets parce que les premières inquiétudes arrivent. Tu vois, ils ont commencé à allumer et ils n'arrivent pas à monter. Ils doivent monter à 300 degrés, ils n'arrivent pas à monter plus que 100 pour l'instant.
Le nouveau four.
Là, non, c'est toujours le vieux four de l'Albeta, là. C'est machin.
Ah oui. Ah, là-bas.
Non, là-bas, au fond.
Ah,
C'est
oui.
au fond. C'est là où Chicha habitait avant.
Oui.
Oui, c'est ça.
Tu as vu le petit dépliant qu'il a fait pour le bovine snack? Ça intéresse, ça marche. Allez, Krishna, t'as acheté la nouvelle habitude? T'as acheté la nouvelle habitude?
Hier, je l'ai acheté.
Ah,
mais moi j'ai celle de Indre et Loire.
Ah,
j'ai pas celle de l'Inde.
Ouais.
Après, je m'appellerais qu'on aille à...
Non, il faut l'acheter ce matin parce qu'après-midi, il n'y en a plus.
Il y en a un cueilli?
Oui, au supermarché. Oui.
Au supermarché.
Yes.
Supermarché cueilli?
Intermarché. Intermarché.
C'est Intermarché. Il y a de l'essence. Il y a de l'essence et il y a un Intermarché. Mais c'est vrai, il faut y aller ce matin. Il faut peut-être y aller.
Allez, on va y aller ensemble.
Ouais, on va faire plutôt.
Prenons le prochain déjà.
Ouais.
Ok.
Tu veux prendre le prochain? Tu as une vote? Moi j'ai ma soeur qui m'a appris hier soir, qui a joint avec moi en 75 ans. Elle m'annonce qu'elle a le cancer. Donc, ça a été très long. Et bon, elle est partie, hein, elle n'est pas restée en Europe, elle est partie. Mais depuis quelques temps, depuis quelques années, elle habite près du temple à Montréal, très très loin. Puis quelques rues là. Et elle m'a dit, tu vois, je vais essayer d'aller régulièrement. Ah. C'est fou, hein, parce que ça fait quand même 50 ans, un demi-siècle. Et en fait, tu te rappelles, elle est restée pendant 3 mois, après elle est venue à Arnaudville quelques semaines, un petit peu. Mais en même temps, j'ai la mauvaise nouvelle, j'ai l'autre nouvelle. Donc, il faut que je me rapproche de Krishna, peut-être que je vais partir, etc.
Voilà. Et c'est comme je disais, elle en parle.
C'est fou, hein?
Elle affronte quoi.
Oui, mais sans qu'elle ait mené une vie dévotionnelle.
Oui, enfin là, maintenant, elle se tourne positivement un peu.
Depuis quelques années, elle retourne voir les militants. Comme quoi, tu perds jamais. Jamais.
C'est ça.
Est-ce qu'elle est restée en contact avec toi?
Oui, oui.
Ah, elle reste en contact avec
Oui,
toi.
ben oui, bien sûr.
Krishna.
Allez, Krishna.
Krishna n'oublie jamais.
Krishna n'oublie jamais, puis fait en sorte qu'on oublie non plus. On essaie de pas oublier.
Ouais.
Et cette prière de Kulasheka, qui veut absolument, je pense, qui veut absolument faire en sorte qu'il meure conscient et non pas inconscient.
Ah oui, ah oui.
Voilà,
Maintenant
faites en sorte que je parte maintenant, que je suis conscient. Parce que, parce que les derniers moments, on a vraiment des continues. J'ai pas envie d'oublier.
ils ont de la chance, hein, tous ces dévots qui partent avec des dévots autour de.
Oui. Des dévots ou des chants, aussi simplement ensemble.
Bon, sinon, Krishna sera là. Hein.
C'est ça.
Krishna est toujours là. Krishna est toujours là.
Voilà.
C'est nous qui.
Quand même,
Ta
hein,
sœur,
on n'a pas fait. On n'a pas fait de notre mieux pour rien toute cette vie.
Exactement.
Rien n'existe pas. C'est Krishna qui existe.
En fait, souvent, les personnes de moins de foi ou de pas de foi, qui n'ont pas la foi, disent « j'ai travaillé toute ma vie pour ci, et voilà le résultat ». Ils sont déçus.
Oui.
Un Vaishnava ne dit jamais ça.
Non.
Jamais.
Le Vaishnava n'a pas de regret.
Non,
Le Vaishnava n'a pas de regret. Le Vaishnava.
son seul regret, c'est de n'avoir pas fait plus.
Oui, c'est de mieux en mieux quand même avec Krishna. Et puis la vie matérielle, on est averti au départ. C'est parfait comme quoi.
Allez,
Je dis Prabhu, je ne veux pas la libération, mais j'aimerais bien que tu me libères si tu pouvais.
Oui, on va te libérer.
D'ailleurs, le dévot, d'ailleurs, toute cette conversation vient d'être enregistrée visiblement, parce que ça tourne toujours.
Super.